Chapter 7 is about a week away, so in today's video I'm going to try to predict collabs that will be in Chapter 7. There's already a few collabs that have been leaked, like South Park, SpongeBob, but as we know with Fortnite, there's still going to be so many collabs that come out in Chapter 7. Now remember, this is just my opinion, but I would love to see some of your predictions down below in the comments. If you enjoy my videos, be sure to use code ToonSpider in the Fortnite item shop to support me. And now let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start with a few Winterfest collabs I think we can get, but when Winterfest gets closer, I'm going to do a video completely focused on Winterfest. So the first collab is going to be the Grinch. I don't really care which version of the Grinch they do, or they decide to do like a Fortnite original Grinch. I think that would be really cool. Similar to what they did with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But Fortnite went huge with Fortnitemares this year with the collabs, so I think they got to do the same for Winterfest, and I think the Grinch is pretty much at the top of everyone's list. Next would be a Die Hard collab, so I think it'd be really cool to get John McClane in the game. His design would be pretty simple, and overall I think he'd be a really good skin. Then the next one is Elsa from Frozen. I feel like it's been a while since we've gotten some Disney skins, and I think Elsa would be the perfect skin for Winterfest. And I think she's one of the very few princesses that could probably hold a gun and Disney be okay with it. The next is James Bond. I do think we'll get this skin in Chapter 7. I'm really hoping we get him in Season 1 because he will fit for like this movie kind of film theme that is going on with the season. And he really could have so many styles, which would be really cool. The next prediction is going to be Fallout. So this would be Wave 2 for Fallout. The first time they came around, which was alright, we got like a T60 in the Battle Pass, but then we just got a bobblehead back bling in the item shop. I think with Fallout Season 2 coming out, we definitely should get like Lucy, Ghoul, maybe Dogmeat as a sidekick, or at the very least give us like the default collab skins with like Vault Tech suits, like what they did with like Tron and Ghostbusters, for example. The next collab is Toy Story. The 5th movie is supposed to be coming out in 2026, so I think getting these skins as that movie's coming up would be a really good like marketing for the movie and just a good collab overall. And I think we would get like Woody, Buzz, and Jesse. The next one is Mortal Kombat Wave 2. I think the first Mortal Kombat wave was a huge success. The second movie will be coming out, so I think we'll at least get a few skins, maybe like Melina, Johnny Cage, Reptile, or maybe like Smoke or Kenshi. I think they would be really cool. There's still so many characters we could get for a Mortal Kombat collab. Moving on to the next collab, Ben 10. There is so much customization you could do with this character. I think it'd be really cool to get him in the game, and I know a lot of people are hoping he comes to Fortnite at some point. The next collab is going to be a DC one, and that's going to be Supergirl. I think we'll get the movie version when her movie comes out in 2026, similar to what they did with Superman in Chapter 6. The next prediction is actually going to be sidekicks, and it's going to be the Minions. I think they're definitely going to give us the Minions at some point, and I'm pretty sure they have like a third movie coming out here soon. I think it'd be hilarious to have them as sidekicks. Next is the Cat in the Hat. A new animated movie is coming out for the character. He's definitely a skin that I could see being in Fortnite, especially since we got like Itchy, Scooby-Doo. They could definitely make the Cat in the Hat a skin. The next prediction is Shrek. I just want to get this green ogre in the game. Even though I believe the next movie comes out in 2027, so it might be for Chapter 8, I think there's a chance we could get Shrek this chapter. We could also get Fiona as a skin. We could get Donkey and Lord Farquaad as sidekicks. I think there's potential for a pretty good bundle for when it comes to Shrek. Next is going to be Final Fantasy. I know this is a very like most wanted gaming legend collab that a lot of people want to see, and I think their characters would just work so well in the game. Obviously we get like Cloud, Tifa, Sephiroth, and I think Vincent would be sick as well. They'd be really cool skins with some really good pickaxes. Next is a Resident Evil collab. We do already know we're getting a collab for Resident Evil for the Requiem game, but I also think we could get like Ada Wong, Albert Wesker, and if they were to do like a movie collab, maybe we could get like Alice. I think that would be really cool. Next is Vision. Yeah, he's one of the Marvel characters that we have not gotten in this game yet. A lot of people have been wanting him. A lot of us thought we were going to get him during the second Marvel season, but with his show coming out in 2026, I mean, that's the perfect time. I think we should definitely get a couple styles for Vision. And then another superhero that is having a show is actually going to be for DC, and that's going to be the Green Lanterns. I believe the show is going to be Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, so I would love to get both of them in the game. Of course, I prefer comic styles, but I'm sure they're going to do like live action styles, so that could still be really cool. And then while I'm talking about DC, a few more that I think we're going to get. Scarecrow, definitely for Fortnitemares. Constantine and Zatanna would work for Fortnitemares as well. I think we'll finally get like Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl, like Blue Beetle. This one I don't think is likely, but I think it'd be really cool. It would be like the DC kids, so getting like Jonathan Kent, Damian Wayne, and Rose Wilson as a bundle. I think that would be sick, especially since their dads are already in the game. The next collab is The Matrix. With Warner Bros playing ball again, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Warner Bros collabs throughout Chapter 7, and I think The Matrix is one of them. Yeah, we've already gotten like an emote from The Matrix, and I think like a gun wrap, but we haven't gotten any skins yet, so I think now's the time. Another one would be Lord of the Rings. I could definitely see that collab happening in Chapter 7. a few Star Wars collabs. So Maul Shadowlord will be coming out in 2026. So maybe we get a new design for Darth Maul. And maybe we also get Darth Talon. Then I also think we should get Asajj Ventress because her show will be out. And I think Cad Bane for May 4th. Another sidekick collab would be Angry Birds. I believe they have a new movie coming out and I think they would just fit as sidekicks. It'd be hilarious. The Chronicles of Narnia is getting a new movie in 2026. Feels like it's been so long since there's been a Narnia movie. And it'll actually be released on Netflix. And with Netflix and Fortnite working together a lot more, I think we'll definitely see some Narnia characters. Not quite sure who, but I could see the collab happening. As I talked about, Warner Bros. Is playing ball again with Fortnite. So I think definitely we should expect some Looney Tunes skins in Chapter 7, like Bugs, Daffy, Tasmanian, Lola, and I believe Coyote's getting a movie, so probably get him as well. Tom and Jerry, I mean, we just got Itchy and Scratchy. I feel like we got to get the originals now. We got to get Tom and Jerry. And I've talked about this collab quite a bit, but definitely American Dad. We have pretty much everyone else at this point. It's definitely time for American Dad skins. I also think it's time to get the wives. So like Lois, for example. We have the dads in the game. It's time to get the wives, the moms, as skins as well. Next is the regular show. I definitely think this collab will happen in Chapter 7. It's definitely high on a lot of people's lists. This next one is going to be pretty obvious. The only thing I don't know is if it's going to happen during Chapter 7 or very early Chapter 8, and that's going to be a Doomsday collab for the Avengers movie. And let's be real, there's probably going to be so many skins. Probably going to get another skin for Doom. Hopefully get another like Mystique skin, maybe Storm skin, Beast, Nightcrawler, maybe like Toby or Andrew's Spider-Man, assuming they're in the movie. I think there's going to be a lot of Marvel skins around that time. Another one that we haven't gotten yet that I think we definitely need to is Punisher. And he's going to have a pretty active year. I mean, he was just in Born Again. He's going to have his special presentation show out. And he's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day. Definitely time to get a Punisher skin. I think we should also get a Daredevil live action skin. So we already have a Daredevil skin in the game, but I think it'd be cool to get a live action version now. Then of course, Spider-Man Brand New Day collab. Got to get Tom's new suit. That thing is absolutely peak. It is perfection. I really want that as a Fortnite skin. Definitely time to get Scorpion, and then like other villains that appear in the movie. I still think it's going to be Mr. Negative, which would be a sick skin, but we don't know who for sure. Also, we don't know Sadie Sink's character yet, but she could definitely get a skin as well. Okay, so these next ones are going to be pretty Fortnitemares focused. Obviously, when we get closer to Fortnitemares, I'll make an entire video for collab predictions. This one's just a few that I want to get out there right now. Five Nights at Freddy's, I think it's gotta happen. Everybody sees how much it is wanted as a collab for Fortnitemares, and I'm sure Fortnite will want to try to one-up themselves, so I'd be very shocked if we didn't get Five Nights at Freddy's. Silent Hill, that is the next one. I definitely think we'll get a Fortnitemares collab. Pennywise, Beetlejuice, Freddy Krueger, some very iconic Halloween characters. Like I said, I feel like they're going to want to one-up themselves, so I think bringing these characters in the game will definitely help. I also think we could get a Scooby-Doo Wave 2 with the Hex Girls. Then some anime collabs. I think we're finally going to get Demon Slayer. I mean, this one has been talked about so much, but I think we finally need to see that collab in the game. Bleach, very legendary anime that I could definitely see them collabing with. Hunter x Hunter, definitely could see them being a collab. Another My Hero Academia wave. Black Clover, Tokyo Ghoul, Death Note, Ghost in the Shell. Could see all of them being collabs during Chapter 7. And then the last few, How to Train Your Dragon. Toothless definitely needs to be like a sidekick or a glider or something. Definitely need that legend in the game. Devil May Cry, similar to Demon Slayer, it's just been leaked so much. I feel like it's finally going to come in Chapter 7. And Kingdom Hearts, another Disney collab that would fit very well for Fortnite. And then just for fun, a few from my wish list. Would love to see another Yu-Gi-Oh collab. Gotta get Yugi in the game. Silk and Ben Riley from Marvel. Alita Battle Angel, Game of Thrones. But if you would like to check out more of my collab wish list, you can click the video that's going to pop up here towards the end, or you could find it on my channel. And I know I didn't mention any icons throughout the predictions, but that's because they're getting their own video here in a couple days. But I'll just throw out a couple names for this video. I think Typical Gamer will finally get his skin in Chapter 7. I think Olivia Rodrigo will get a skin in Chapter 7. And this one's more of a wish list, but I could also see it happening, Kendrick Lamar. But I know that was a lot of collabs that I just went through for predictions. I mean, there's a lot that come into Fortnite, and I feel like there's going to be a lot in Chapter 7. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to join my Discord, that link is going to be in the description. Be sure to hype the video to help me out, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.